Pat Brennan of Brennan Vineyards. I want to welcome you to our winery in Comanche, Texas. Let me tell you a little bit about our history. We were living in Fort Worth, and in 1997 our daughter-in-law called us to see the coolest house in Texas. So we came to Comanche and saw the McCrary house, which is where I'm standing. But it was built in 1879 and is a registered historic landmark with the Texas Historical Commission. It was built by the McCrary family, who came to Comanche from Alabama and ran a dry goods store here for quite some time, raised 9 children, and the stone from the house was brought in from the Austin area, and I'm sure it was a mansion in its day with about 1,800 square feet. But the house fell into disrepair and was abandoned in the probably in the 1960s, and then in the 80s was purchased by a couple by the name of Tyler and Teresa Beard, who completely restored the house. And then in 1997, after we came out and fell in love with the house, we bought it and used it as a weekend retreat. We bought 33 acres on the other side of the creek that runs right near the McCrary house, called Indian Creek, and had no idea what we were going to do with that property. I have a friend by the name of Richard Becker. I'm a physician and he's also a physician, and we've known each other through medical circles for about 20 or 25 years. And I asked him, he has a winery in Fredericksburg, I asked him how he got involved in the wine business. And he said that they had some property in Fredericksburg and didn't know what to do with it, and decided to put in a vineyard. So that, since we had a similar situation, that sort of caught my ear, and we looked into the feasibility of growing grapes here in Comanche, and we had the soil and water analyzed and had a consultant come in and look at the property. And finally, in 2002, we put in 5 acres of 3 different varieties, Cabernet, Syrah, and Viognier. Our intention was to grow grapes, which we did very successfully. The quality was quite good, and we sold them, and then we made some wine ourselves in our garage, and it turned out pretty well. And so we thought that if we could make wine that was pretty good under very adverse conditions, it was undoubtedly due to the quality of the fruit. So we got the bug and set about plans to open a winery, which we did in 2005. We now have 3 buildings on our campus, actually 4. We have an old barn, the McCrary house, which is now our tasting room, and I'm standing in what used to be the living room of the McCrary house. We put in this tasting bar that is of soapstone, and the house is really beautiful. We built our winery as the center building on our campus, and it is a state-of-the-art winery with about 6,000 case capacity, and we're working to satisfy that capacity. And then we also have our Austin House Event Center, which is probably about a 3,700 square foot entertainment area where we have wine dinners, and we rent it out for wedding receptions and parties and things of that sort. So we've been members of the Way Out Wineries since the inception, and we're excited to be part of this unique group of family-oriented wineries out in this part of West Central Texas. Well, during our brief existence, we've been very fortunate to have been recognized for our wines, mainly for our Viognier. Our Viognier for 2 years in a row was the top white Texas wine at the Lone Star International Competition. And then in 2008, our Viognier was selected as the top overall Texas wine at the Houston Rodeo Wine Competition. And I'm standing here next to the saddle that we received. Of course, everything is bigger in Texas, so they don't mess around with giving just a puny old gold medal, and actually it was a double gold that we won. But we stood up on the stage at the Astrodome in front of about 6,000 people and received this gorgeous saddle. Thank God we didn't get a horse also, but we received this saddle that we are very proud of. And We're hoping to win another one of these days, but one is more than the average person could expect in their lifetime. Had to donate some wine to be auctioned off for a fundraiser for the Houston Rodeo that is used for agricultural scholarships for students. And you have to create a large format bottle, and since we were the top overall Texas wine, we had to prepare a 9-liter large format bottle, which is actually a whole case of wine in a single bottle. And I'm standing right next to a replica. This is actually full of water, but the one that we gave was full of wine. But this is a 9-liter bottle. This is the double gold medal that we received, and this was auctioned off in about a minute or two for $35,000. So that was pretty impressive. That was before the recession, and they raised a good bit of money that night. We're conveniently located on Texas Highway 16, which runs south from Comanche down through San Saba, near where Alamosa is, and on down into Fredericksburg. In the spring, this highway is spectacular, and particularly this year with the beautiful wildflowers that were blooming for a long time because of the nice rains that we had in the winter. So come see us.